frequently asked question. If the thylacine still exists, then where does it live? Well, what I can say to that is, from experience from the work that I've done, the eastern half of Tasmania is likely to be too disturbed. The thylacine was killed out first on the eastern half of Tasmania. So it's a lot more open, a lot drier. So what I suggest is, if there was a sustaining population on the eastern half of Tasmania, it would have been discovered. It can't, logic says it can't be on the eastern side of Tasmania. Now that doesn't mean that it's not sighted over there, because occasionally one or two might walk to the east from the west, from the western half of Tasmania, walk over to the eastern side, and it might wander around, might be seen 3 or 4 times, and then it might die over there, or it might return back to the west. You don't really know, of course, but it's plausible. Sightings on the eastern side of Tasmania are plausible, even though I would suggest that there is no self-sustaining population of thylacines in the eastern half of Tasmania. Now, the northwest is quite similar, although it's not as disturbed as the east. So it's a lot more logical to think that thylacines could be there, although from the work that I've done, I would also suggest there is no self-sustaining population in northwest Tasmania. There's mining and logging. There's a lot of logging up in the northwest, but it is connected, directly connected to the vast southwest wilderness. So there's nothing to stop a thylacine walking up from the southwest into the northwest. And again, it may be seen 4 or 5 times by different people as it wanders around. Perhaps it encounters logging in 3 or 4 places and thinks, forget this, I'm going back, and it goes back down to the southwest. Perhaps it dies up there in the northwest. We don't know, but sightings in the northwest are totally plausible. So that leaves the southwest quarter of Tasmania. There's a lot of bush there, and there's a lot of places where nobody goes. In fact, there's places where it's likely no human has ever been in the southwest. So that's where I suggest that if the thylacine still exists, that's where it will be, the southwest quarter of Tasmania.